Hello, it's day 62 of my 100-day meditation challenge. Now, usually lately, I would do an hour meditation, go to the gym, and then do an hour after. But what happened today was, sometimes what I do is I listen to guided meditations, and there's some that I've got lots and lots of guided meditations, but there's some that I've got from Deepak Chopra. And that's what I was listening to this morning. Anyway, these meditations, they're 20 minutes long. And so I know that when I've listened to when I've done 3 of them, that's my hour up. Anyway, this morning, the third one that I listened to, my subconscious mind started to really go off on tangents. But it was about the meditation. So it was what the meditation was about, which was losing fear and anxiety, and knowing that all your needs are met. My subconscious started coming up with all objections to that, and so I decided to stick with it and do the full 2 hours. And so just doing that meditation over and over again to see what else came up. So when these thoughts were coming up, I was loving them and letting them go, and then thinking the opposite, of so my mind was coming up with the times or the things that it thinks that I don't have, that aren't supplied to me, right? And so I kept on coming up with, my conscious mind was coming up with the things that are supplied to me and that come easily to me, and it's like a counter argument, to my subconscious mind. And so after that to and froing for a while, my mind started to quieten down, my subconscious started to quieten down. And then I noticed this tension in my body. It was like there was this slight tension all over my body that was holding on, and I let that go. And that was such a relief. And then I realized that this anxiety and this fear that I've just felt and heard in my mind and then felt it has been causing me to do a few things, okay? To deal with it instead of facing it. So because I was sick 2 days ago, it's like I was forced to let go of the food thing. I love my food, especially Thai food, it's amazing. But what I've found is I eat more when I feel this anxiety. So it's like, imagine if you feel like you're not going to have the money to eat, then you would feel hungrier. So like a month or so ago, when I was in that situation, it was all about the food, and so that there's an overeating in me, or a feeling the need for food even when I'm not hungry, which is connected to that anxiety. There's also the drinking alcohol as well, which again, because of my illness, which I'm still not really over, the food poisoning, it takes a while to get over that here, for your stomach to sort itself out again. And so I haven't been drinking. And so I realise in the giving up of that too, that I'm using that to not feel that fear and anxiety. It's to relax that tension, and it works. It does work, but of course it's not the best way. And what else? There's something else that came up with too. I can't remember what it is now, but there's these ways that I've been dealing with it without dealing with it, There's things that I've been using to kind of cover it up, or habits that I've had that have been covering it up. And so it felt really good to sit with that and focus on it. It's like once you get the hardest meditation, you just kind of stick with it. And then eventually when all of that calmed down and I was feeling relaxed and my mind had stopped arguing with me or arguing with the meditation, I had this vision, and it was a vision of me being outside there on my balcony, and a white tiger came up. Not on the balcony, but it was down in the jungle there below. And white tigers are very significant in this country. And so I looked it up, like mid-meditation, I looked it up what the spiritual meaning is for a white tiger. And it's all about facing your deepest fears and finding your personal power in that. And so, pretty amazing meditation this morning. I feel like I've broken through somewhat, but I feel like I need to stick at it, because I'm aware that this pattern has been going for so long now that my subconscious is going to want to take me right back, and my habits, my daily habits, are going to want to take me right back to where I was. And so I'm going to be sticking with that meditation until I feel like it's gone. And so that's exciting, because this feels like it's like everything else in my life is really good, you know. I'm living this connected life where things show up and it's all magical. There's been this one, I guess there's been two aspects that I've been struggling with, and I know it's the fear behind that, that's been causing it. It's this anxiety that's been causing that. So one of them I'd already let go of recently. But this other one's been staying with me, so time to release that. And I'm sure that there's layers of the other one that I haven't released yet as well. But yeah, very, very good meditation this morning, really. And to break my patterns too, that it broke my pattern of meditating for an hour and going to the gym, meditating for an hour, which has changed my day completely. Now it's much later and I've got my gym gear on. I'm going to go to the gym now, and then do things differently to mix it up today. It's in a way to put myself out of my comfort zone, because I am a creature of habit, and I think that's another one of the things that I'm using to not feel this anxiety too, is to have these habits. So I'm going to do today a little bit differently and see what happens. That's day 62. I'll see you tomorrow.